Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno 0.5. Now, when we left off, we had just defended successfully Slesk Castle from the likes of, I believe, Baron Friedel, was it? I believe it was him. And we have now traversed the entire length of the Machiavellian territories and ran into our wife, Queen Trisna herself. So, what we are actually doing here is a rather mysterious thing indeed. And I've actually just noticed that we have some rather similar flag colours right there, which is rather nice, not bad at all. And so, to our quarry here, Tolran Kingsman Elites. They have 72 Tolranian Heavy Kingsmen. Now I can only assume that these fellows are one of the deadliest, should I say? Deadliest? Yes, maybe deadliest units in the game, perhaps. So, me and Queen Trisna appear to be teaming up against these fellows. Now, I did notice that there were two Tolranian vassals around in the forest here somewhere. Now, the one reason why I'm actually down here near Chalbec Castle is because I was giving the swordsmasters for that task that we had from Lord Marrier to him at Chalbec. So, yes, he was visiting his friend Lord Galard. So, thankfully, we now have that out of our quest log, and we are now able to advance onward and hopefully help Queen Trisna's party in her efforts to defeat the Kingsman Elites. So, let us do it. Let us hope she joins us. Is that good? Yes, there we are. Good. Queen Trisna's party has joined the battle on your side. That is wonderful. This is very nice. Now, Torlan says, what do you want? And we say, surrender or die. So, we have 181, and they have 85, but yeah, let's not count their chickens just yet, because, of course, they may indeed have the inferior amount of numbers, but the quality of their troop is probably going to be top-notch. So, let us make sure that we have a rather good... Oh my. Okay, so a lot of units. We do need to be a little cautious of that, of course, considering we have a huge amount, and I would not like to lose them for terrible tactics. So, yeah, let's just make sure that we are actually in a good position here. So, let's just move forward. Oh no, it appears Queen Trisna herself, is that her over there, is charging straight on into them. Oh, no, that was actually a Machiavellian mounted marksman. Well, I suppose we don't have to worry about our wife too much, which is always a good thing. And let's just see what we can do here with our setup. Now, I've taken the stance of being on this side of the river so as to make it a little easier for us to defend. And, oh my, that guy has a huge sword. Okay. Let's be a little cautious here. Oh my, okay, so... Come on, let's do it. Yes, there we are. Okay, they seem to be quite easy to take out. That is very strange indeed. Not too sure what's going on there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it appears that Queen Trisna has divine aethelings in her army. Yeah. Okay, I was not expecting her to have something so powerful in her army right there, but it appears that is the case, and they are completely slicing and dicing our enemies. Whoa, I was not expecting something like that. That is for sure. I didn't know why they were running away from Queen Trisna, and now we do. So yes, it appears that Queen Trisna is very powerful indeed. Even more powerful than us, dare I say. Wow, okay. Well, where are they, those divine aethelings? There they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they have bladed crossbows by the looks of things. That's good to know. And, oh, one last fellow for me to take. Okay. I will let that honor go to the Illica Falcon Knight. And there we go. 8 renown, 7 morale, not bad. We lost a couple of our companions, but I hope they had done enough damage to warrant them being in the fight. And allied casualties, we lost 7 divine aethelings, but really that's not too much, I suppose, considering Queen Trisna has a huge amount of them. And there we are. Now we do get to take our own Divine Aethelings. Now this is exactly why I wanted to engage upon these heavy Kingsman party, because of course they had these as their prisoners. So we will be taking these. We now have 95. So I think we'll be taking... Let's just see here. Okay, I suppose we'll take some war criminals. Yeah, why not? And... let's take some peasant women, because that is 2, and that's a nice even number to make us 100. Oh yes, very good. So, oh, it appears that is all that leveled up. Not bad, okay. So, we can now take a Tauranian Heavy Kingsman right there, and continue onward. Okay, so that's what they were using against us, a chipped Zweihander. Well, I suppose we don't have to worry about that too much. It does have a very slow speed, after all, so... yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so we can just continue onward now, and I suppose we can speak to Queen Trisna herself, and she can hopefully gain some relation? No, apparently not. Okay, well, there we are. I was hoping that we could potentially get a task from her, but it appears that that is not the case. So, do you think we can work together? I cannot think of anything right now. Oh, okay, well, that's a shame. Who do you think should be made the marshal? Oh, she supports herself. Let me tell you whom I support. I support you, Queen Trisna. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. 12 to 15 relation. Not bad at all. And we will not be giving her any troops, because if we take a look here, she has 33 Divine Aethelings. So, she is much more powerful than us, dare I say. Okay, well, it appears that we have the Tauranian vassals here. As I said before, they are currently raiding Bruilin, or they were attempting to do so, and it would be rather nice if we could take them on. Now, I'm unsure whether Queen Trisna is going to want to help us out here, because she is a little weakened, as you can see. She does only have 51 units able for battle, so let's just be a little tactical with our positioning here, and go in on him. Yes, it's a 2 versus 2. That's not too bad. However, we do have an injured companion alongside us, Queen Trisna, that is, and I would expect that they do not. So, we have 148 against their 133. Again, we have the upper hand in numbers, but of course, who knows? I mean, they may have some Divine Aethelings of their own, or something along those lines, who knows. But let us get over here and get our archers in a good position. Ooh, wow, okay, so we have a huge amount of our units on the battlefield at the moment. As you can see, we have around the same as they do, actually. Yes, that seems to be the theme here. So let's make sure that our archers are actually in range to support Queen Trisna, who is, again, charging straight in. I'm not entirely sure why she would want to do that, but I suppose if she is that confident with her Aethelings by her side, that would not be too bad, I suppose. Let's just get our archers a little further ahead, and I think we'll probably be charging our cavalry in now, even though that is probably not a good idea. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Let's make them hold position once again. And, ooh, okay, we traded a Tauranian recruit for a Machiavellian heavy crossbowman. That's not really a very good trade, is it? No, not at all. So, we are now going to be charging in our infantry. Our archers should be in range to take out as many of the enemy's units as possible. And, oh, I didn't actually see whether anyone was on that horse, but it appears they were. But, yes, never mind. I will do some rather fleeting damage here and pass on through, hopefully not get taken down in the process. They parried me. How insulting. Yes. Okay, well, our infantry should be in the fray now, and we will now be charging in our cavalry. And who is this? He's just standing there on his horse, doing not much. Yes. I'm wondering who he is. The audacity of the fellow. We took out our Tauranian bowman for 112 damage. If only I could do that damage all the time. That's all I can say. Oh, nope. Come on. Oh, no, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Yes, there we are. Thank you very much. Took a little bit of unnecessary damage there, but I think it's all worth it considering we are distracting the enemy's units quite considerably. Not bad at all, and we are getting a few kills in the process as well, so I suppose that's not all bad. And who is that? Queen Trisna herself. Okay, so she's basically just standing there, which is, I suppose, fine. But yeah, it would be quite nice if she would get in the fray herself, maybe level up a little bit. We really want to become the king and queen of Perisno in the end, I hope, at least, maybe? Not too sure on that, of course, because Macavia has been very good to us so far, in terms of awarding the fiefs that we do want, and coming to our aid as well, in terms of one of our fiefs becoming under attack by hostile forces, of course. Okay, well, there we are. 8 renown and 17 morale. Not bad. We do need the morale, so that's always nice. 8 renown is not anything to sniff at, I suppose, as well. And unfortunately, they were both able to escape. I was hoping we would be able to take them prisoner, but no such luck this time around. Okay, well, prisoner maiden recruit. Why not? And, ooh. Okay, well, it's okay. It's not great, but we'll take it anyway. And speaking of loot, we are going to be switching around a couple of our companions' shields, because I noticed a comment on the previous episode that stated that Marcus's shield is actually worse than the one that I gave to Dehosen, so it would be rather nice to switch those two around, because Marcus does seem to be getting taken out a little too often for my liking. So yes, he has 15 resistance and 79 size. And I've just realized I actually have no space to switch them, so it appears I will be heading to the nearest town, and Queen Trisna will probably be doing the same, as she is rather weakened. Only 27 units are able for battle. Oh, 29 now. Okay. Well, hopefully we have... Oh! A veteran fighter was accidentally injured during today's training. The wounds aren't severe, but it may take some time for a veteran fighter to be in top form again. Well, I hope that is okay, I suppose. That's a rather strange message, but yeah, we'll roll with it. And Perisno Sword Maiden there. Nice. Okay, so before I cut away on my travels to the nearest town, I do want to take a look at the Divine Aetheling's stats. So let's do that. Oh my. Okay, so yes, they do have the bladed crossbows, or I think they are bladed at least, and no power draw skill, that's good. They have power throw though. Do they have any throwing weapons? Let's take a look. I do not believe so, but they have an axe bow. Oh my goodness. That is something we definitely need to get, because we do use our crossbow a little bit. Not amazingly, but we use it sometimes. It would be quite nice to get one of those. So I'll have to try and take a look at the marketplaces more often to hopefully get one of those. We do have the strength, don't we? Yes, we have 18 strength. That requires 18 strength as well, so that's very, very nice indeed. And it appears Queen Trisna is following us, which is rather nice. That is, yes, rather wifely of her, isn't it? Okay, well, as I said before, we will be cutting away, and I will see you once I have sold. Okay, so I welcome you back into Dehosen's inventory. So we will be taking the Steel Heater Shield and be giving him the Guardian Shield, which is Marcus's old one, and we will now be speaking to Marcus and exchanging for the Steel Heater Shield right there. So he has some very nice weapons, I must admit, and hopefully Alindel will be leveling up soon so we can level up his strength and switch, of course, Faziel's helmet with his. So that would be quite cool. And I think what we will be doing now is probably heading off into the Tolranian territory and maybe raiding a village, to be honest, because even though I have 14,000 dinars, that can go incredibly quickly when you are buying enterprises, which I probably will be attempting to do in some time. Maybe after I have fought yet another vassal, or maybe raided this village. That would be quite a nice idea, I think. So let's speed on over to the nearest Tolranian village, and that appears to be Chide at the moment. So let's go over there, and I believe they already hate us quite severely, so this will not injure our relations, yeah, too much, as you can see here. Minus 32, wow. Okay, loot and burn it. And let us hope that no people, and by people I mean the Lord of the Tolranians, decides to show up and teach us a rather harsh lesson. So... Oh, who is that? I don't know who that is. Well, we will continue to speed up, and there we go. Whoa, that was very close indeed. Did you see that? There was a vassal very close to us. Right there. Okay, so, huge amounts of gold. Wonderful. Fine oil, raw silk, and velvet. Not to mention. That's wonderful. And tattered furs, well-made ale. And we'll take some fine grain, cheap grain. Yeah, I didn't really want to take the cheap grain because it doesn't actually give us anything to our party morale. So let's try to take things that give us increased morale here. Cheese and sausages. There we go. I think that should be fine. And we'll probably take the cheap butter as well. There we go. Very nice. So here is the fellow that was attempting to interrupt us. Maybe we could take him on? Yeah, it might be an idea. So let's get another swordmaster there. And now we will head on to take out Count Grayanius, I believe is his name. So let's do it. Oh, he's actually running from us now. This is a big mistake for you, fellow. Let us hope that it is not a big mistake for us. Oh no. Okay, so he has -6 relation with us. Yes, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like us one bit. And he has 10 less troops than we have. So let us finally, we are alone in battle. Let us use our tactics to their fullest effect. And by that I mean my standard formation, which is to have infantry in front of archers. And I think what we'll do, instead of using the cavalry in a rather rudimentary manner, we're probably going to use them in our following tactic. So let's hope that the Tauranians lose patience rather fast. So we are going to be holding fire with our archers, and once the Tauranians have... Oh, we could potentially fire on them now. Who is firing? Oh, we have some mounted units with bows. Okay, that's fine. And I'd like these guys to stand closer if possible, so let's do that. Not too close. That's a little bit too close for my liking. Oh yeah. Okay, I think that should be fine. Is it? It appears that that default status seems to be the way to go. And let's move them a little bit closer, and then we will tell them to fire at will. There we go. Okay, so we have all the cavalry following me, and for some reason, who is this? Iliki Falki Rangers. Ah, they appear to be in the archer group. Oh, it seems fine, okay. And we'll take our infantry a little closer as well. So our cavalry will follow me, and we will try a flanking maneuver. Of course, it would be nice if we had a little more cavalry with us. We only have 12, and they are getting shot, which is not always a good thing at all. So we are going to be using our infantry to charge right in there. Now, unfortunately, it appears that some of my companions are also tagged as infantry, but they are on horses, so I'm not entirely pleased with that. Who is this? This is Marcus, isn't it? Yes, it is. And he's not using his shield. How dare you? He's using his two-handed axe, of course. Okay. Well, that is why he is taken out ahead of all the rest. He charges straight in there, and we take too many casualties as a result. So we are going to be getting our archers to stand on this hill just above the enemies, and we will now be charging in straight here. Oh yes, take out as many archers as they can, so we can weaken their ranged capabilities. Because I like to think that the Tauranians are actually not too bad when it comes to ranged combat, as really they don't seem too good in melee to me, but maybe that is just my experience so far. I suppose it might be due to the fact that I do appreciate the archery skill in this game, because generally I'm not entirely great at it, but I'm not bad, and it's really cool to see a lot of archers firing off into the same direction, as you can see from the huge amounts of bolts and arrows that are currently flying towards our enemies right here. And we seem to be mopping up the rest of these forces. Maybe I can get a kill. I think I got a kill there. Not bad. And one remaining enemy running away on... Okay. Not running away, but dying instead on his mount. Oh, yes. So there we are. That was a rather successful engagement. And we do get to take him prisoner, which we will be doing. That is for sure. So, what did they give us? Not bad actually. Oh, we don't have any space because we raided the village, yes. Well, I suppose they're better than what we had in those spaces after all. And we will now be heading on to McCann. And I think as a result of that, I will be cutting away and selling, and once I have sold, we will be talking to the guild master and hopefully buying an enterprise. Okay, so we arrived here in Arndal, as apparently the guild master in McCann is some sort of horse merchant. Now, I believe that is probably a bug due to the early version of Perisno, and I'm sure it will be fixed in a later build. So, instead, we are going to be buying land in Arndal, which is completely fine. And so, let us make sure that we buy something that is, well, let's just say worth it, because I wouldn't like to lose money. I should guess that your profit would be 600 dinars a week. Well, roughly 600. That's actually not bad. However, I do have to spend 10,000 to be able to build that. So what about this? Profit would be 284. Not bad, not bad. And what about a wine press? 34. Aha. So it appears the more expensive it is, the better your profit. Weavery? Yes, okay. Do I want to take the plunge and spend 10,000 dinars on a weavery and dye works? Do I want to do that? 262? Okay. I think we're probably just going to take the plunge here and just go for it. I mean, why not? We may as well. So, yeah, let's do that. A weavery and dye works. 10,000 dinars and 600 dinars a week. That's not bad, I suppose. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. Why not? We may as well get some investments going on here. And as you can see, it's snowing as well, which is wonderful. So, yes, there we go. Okay, well, I think seeing as we have built that, I will be ending this episode off here as we take a quick look at the map once more and see that the dragon lands are not in a very good spot at the moment. They are backed into a corner, as it were, and the Draharans have not been touched for some reason. They appear to be rather powerful. And who is this? The Hakon Empire? Oh, I haven't uncovered their cities yet, have I? Oh no! I might actually need to go down there in the next episode and explore a little bit. Yeah, I think that might be quite nice. Fight a few bandits down there, fight a few unique Hakon bandits, because if I recall correctly, back to the special feature that we did of Perisno back in the day, I seem to remember that there were some inquisitors, some Hakon inquisitors, that were incredibly difficult, and I think now, seeing as we have a rather powerful force, we should, in theory, be able to take them on. So that would be rather nice, and yeah, so I will be ending this episode off here. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.